Okay, I'm going for it. Session 10 on day 5. I might be able to go a little quicker. I'm kind of getting this methodology down to a science a little bit on going quicker. Um, Here we go. Number 250, The Abyss. The story begins with a nuclear submarine sinking in the Caribbean, presumed to be due to a Soviet attack. The U.S. military enlists the help of an oil rig crew in their experimental deep sea drilling platform, Deep Core, to investigate. Bud, the foreman, Ed Harris, and his estranged wife, Lindsay, a designer for Deep Core, are brought into the operation along with a team of Navy SEALs led by the intense Lieutenant Coffey. There is so much more to the movie than that I don't want to give away. Wow. Give me a second and let me look at James Cameron's other films. Okay, he kind of does kind of similar movies. He just loves deep ocean type of stuff. But if you know his movies, probably you can kind of guess a little bit where this is going to go. But what else to tell you without giving it away? Just cool, man. Just cool. Just sci-fi at its best, or close to its best. Coming in at number 249, Dinner for Schmucks. Absolute insanity. It's only a 5.9 IMDb. That's why I'm doing the website and the YouTube channel. Tim, or Paul Rudd, a rising executive, works for a boss who hosts a monthly event in which the guest who brings the biggest buffoon gets a career boost. Though he declines the invitation at first, he changes his mind when he meets Barry, Steve Carell, a man who builds dioramas using stuffed mice, and then I don't want to read anymore. But my goodness, I just laughed just thinking about the movie. I mean, it's got a lot of funny parts. It's got Zach G. It's got Jermaine Clement. I don't know how to say his name. Jermaine Clement is so funny in the movie. Carell is so funny in the movie. I mean, yeah. Do I have it rated a little bit too high? Probably, but this is close to its range. I mean, it's so good. Carell is unreal in this movie. Okay, coming in at 248, Green Book, Picture of the Year movie. Dr. Don Shirley is a world-class African-American pianist who is about to embark on a concert tour in the Deep South in 1962. In need of a driver and protection, Shirley recruits Tony Lip, a tough-talking bouncer from an Italian-American neighborhood in the Bronx. Despite their differences, the two men soon develop an unexpected bond while confronting racism and danger in an era of segregation. I mean, as far as it's been a while since I've seen it. Vigo does a phenomenal job. I don't want to mispronounce the black dude's name, but last name Ali's does a very good job as well. It's just kind of the time period's done really well. The acting from both of them are really good. Is really good, I should say. It's Vigo at his best, basically. Yeah, he. I always knew he's a good actor, even better than I thought. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, I don't know the director. Who's the director? Peter Farrelly. I don't know if I know if I've heard of him, but yeah, he does a phenomenal job making that movie. You feel like you're in that time period. Number 247, Hoosiers. Failed college coach Norman Dale, Gene Hackman, gets a chance at redemption when he is hired to direct the basketball program at a high school in a tiny Indiana town after a teacher persuades star player Jimmy Chitwood to quit and focus on his long-neglected studies. Dale struggles to develop a winning team in the face of community criticism for his temper and his unconventional choice of assistant coach Shooter, a notorious alcoholic. It's been so long since I've seen this movie, but Dennis Hopper and Gene Hackman. I don't think they could ever make another sports movie where the coaches, the chemistry on the screen is as good as those two. Um, this movie's based on a true story. You can make the case that this should be higher, but I really need to rewatch this. But it's an incredible movie. Okay, coming in at 246 is Invictus, the soccer movie, or I should say football movie, and Morgan Freeman, Matt Damon. Um, Now remember, I have the movie Mandela that barely made the top 700, but I don't remember it ever talking about what I'm about to read to you. Um, After his 27-year imprisonment and subsequent election as president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela faces the task of unifying a country divided by race. Only months since the end of apartheid, division still exists between the country's whites and blacks, something Mandela notices during an international rugby match. Realizing black supporters cheer on the opposing side when their white Springboks take to the field. I don't know, man. This movie, I saw it about a year ago. Didn't realize it was so good. 7.3 IMDb. It's more than a sports movie, you know. I mean, good sports movies are always more than just a sports movie, but this is bringing a whole country together, you know. It's wow, Morgan Freeman, you know, he's really good in this movie. Incredible movie. Okay, number 245, The Truman Show. He doesn't know it, but everything in Truman Burbank, Jim Carrey's life, is part of a massive TV set. Executive producer Christoph Ed Harris orchestrates The Truman Show, a live broadcast of Truman's every move captured by hidden cameras. I don't want to read the other stuff. I don't want to give it away. So if I'm not going to do that, how do I explain more of the movie? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got to be careful what I tell you, but it's not like the movie, if you think about it, the movie's not quite as well thought out as one might think, you know, but I think I probably have it rated too high. IMDb has it 8.2, but it's such a different movie. It's really good. Everyone's going to say, anyone you ask is pretty much going to say it's really good, you know. So yeah. This one's kind of tricky to explain. 244, King Arthur, 2004, with Clive Owen. In this interpretation of the classic tale, Arthur is a cavalry officer in the Roman army defending Hadrian's Wall against rebellious Britons. He and his troops are expected to be relieved, but are instead sent on a risky mission to rescue the Roman family of Marius Honorius. So you see how they're expecting to be relieved? Well, let me read a little bit more. King Arthur, it focuses on the Sarmatian knights led by Arthur, completing their 15-year service to the Roman Empire in Britain. So the Sarmatian knights are like from Asia and Eastern Europe, and in this version of King Arthur, he is half Roman and half Celtic. So throughout the movie, the allegiance of what should I call it, the knights to Rome, it's not always like there. They just want to be relieved of their duty, and it's like the casting of the actors is like really good, and it's it's an underrated movie. I hope I explained it okay. All right, number 243, A Place Beyond the Pines. A stunt rider turns into a robber in order to lead a happy life with his child and lover, and grabs the attention of a police officer. They both get on a collision course that affects their families. This movie, I can't even start to try to explain it without kind of giving it away. There's nothing I can tell you other than Bradley Cooper and Gosling are doing an amazing job, like so many of these top movies. There's just not. It's a what type of movie is it here? Let me see. I can tell you that. 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's a crime slash thriller. A little bit slow, but really good movie. Yeah, it's good drama, good movie. All right. Number 242, Killer Joe, only 6.7 IMDb. McConaughey's in it. A cop who moonlights as a hitman agrees to kill the hated mother of a desperate drug dealer in exchange for a tumble with the young man's virginal sister. I like the movies that are just combine the crime and the comedy together. Like so many people do. It's just it's a good movie. It's very underrated. I don't know what else to tell you, but I think it's a really good movie. This is such an underrated movie right here at number 241, Black Sea, with Jude Law. Soon after losing his salvage job, former naval officer Robinson assembles a misfit crew of unemployed sailors for a risky mission. Find a sunken Nazi U-boat rumored to contain a fortune in gold. Promising each man an equal share, Robinson leads the mixed British and Russian crew to comb the depths of the Black Sea. Before long, greed takes hold of a crew already divided along language and cultural lines, and the fewer men that make it back alive, the more gold to go around. Yeah, I told you a lot of it, but there's still a lot more to it. It's so good. So very good. Got a little burnout last night. Wasn't able to finish up with about 10 left, and I skipped one. So let me cover that one first. Number 240, Changeling. Clint Eastwood movie. In 1928, Los Angeles single mother Christine Collins, played by Angelina Jolie, arrives home to find her son, Walter, gone. 5 months later, her prayers are answered when Walter is found in Illinois. But to Christine's horror, the boy who steps off the train is not her son. Authorities vehemently dispute Christine's claim, and her one ally is a clergyman, John Malkovich, who sees the case as his chance to expose corruption in the Los Angeles Police Department and government. So it's 7.7 IMDb, should definitely be higher. Like Eastwood made the totally, like, not like I would know, but it just looks like it would be the 1920s Los Angeles. The movie, I don't want to, let me see here. I already read you probably too much, but I don't want to give anything away. It's such a good mystery movie. It's so good. Definitely watch it if you can. Alright, of all the movies, I'm going to describe this movie the least because I'd be so worried about giving it away. Number 239, Face Off. What can I tell you, though? Obsessed with bringing terrorist Castor Troy, Nicolas Cage to justice, FBI agent Sean Archer. John Travolta tracks down Troy, who has boarded a plane in Los Angeles. That's literally all I can tell you. It's, if you haven't seen Face Off, watch it. That's it. That's it. Next, we have number 238, Tropic Thunder. While shooting a war film, the director attempts to liven up proceedings by dropping the principal actors into the middle of a real jungle, claiming he is going to capture their performance with hidden cameras. The hapless group, including drug-addled comedy star Jeff Portnoy and po-faced Method Man Kirk Lazarus, are completely unaware when a series of unfortunate events leads them into the middle of a real war zone. I felt a little peer pressure to move this up. It's really funny, but it's probably, I have it rated too high, but I know everybody loves this movie, which is surprising. It's only a 7.1 IMDb. Sorry, I need to turn my phone off here in a second. At least the volume on it, Obviously, Robert Downey Jr.'s unreal in the movie, but yeah. All right, number 237, Moon with Sam Rockwell. I didn't love this movie initially right after I watched it, but thinking about it, I was like, wow, this is good. I need to rewatch this. That sometimes happens with sci-fi, you know. Astronaut Sam Bell's 3-year shift at a lunar mine is finally coming to an end, and he's looking forward to his reunion with his wife and young daughter. Suddenly, Sam's health takes a drastic turn for the worse. He suffers painful headaches and hallucinations and almost has a fatal accident. He meets what appears to be a younger version of himself, possibly a clone. With time running out, Sam must solve the mystery before the company crew arrives. Top-notch sci-fi. Most definitely. Are you ready for another incredibly underrated movie? Number 236, Frailty with Matthew McConaughey. Let me read it to you. One day, a widowed blue-collar worker has a revelation. He must destroy those revealed to him as demons. He then begins the serial killings of God's hand killer across Texas. But he also has 2 young sons, the younger of whom idolizes him and believes in the cause, while his older brother is revolted but cannot bring himself to stop his father. 20 years later, the elder son walks into a police station and confesses. Give me a second. So you might think I gave stuff away on describing that, but I didn't. There's a lot of plot twist. I mean, there's a few. It's just such a good movie. So good. 235, Ali, based on Muhammad Ali, played by Will Smith. On this one, I didn't want to just read the general description. Everyone kind of knows about Muhammad Ali. But I wanted to ask AI, because I watched a year or two ago. I wanted to ask AI why it was so good, and I like the answer. The Ali movie is praised for its powerful portrayal of Muhammad Ali's life, particularly Will Smith's performance in the film's exploration of his personal and political struggles. It effectively balances the man's public persona with his private conflicts, showcasing his charisma and the complexities of his character. The movie also features strong supporting performances and realistic boxing scenes. I mean, AI did a good job there. It shows like his private conflicts, political struggles, personal struggles. It's like we get to really figure out who Ali is, and the amazing boxer he was. It's such a good movie. Okay, 234, The Purge. Surprised it's only 5.8 IMDb. In an America ravaged by crime and overcrowded prisons, the government sanctions an annual 12-hour period during which all criminal activity, including murder, is legal. James Sandin, played by Ethan Hawke, and his family face the ultimate test when an intruder drags the vicious outside world into their home. James, Mary, and their 2 children struggle to survive the night while trying not to turn into monsters like the ones they are striving to avoid. Yeah, it's a different perspective on a movie, definitely, but I think I've seen them all. I've seen, like, unless they made one in the last couple years, second one's pretty good. I think there's like 4 of them, but I want to say the second, they get progressively worse. The last one I saw, the 3rd or 4th, was not very good, but the first one's really good. It's just exhilarating movie. I mean, that's simple. Okay, number 233, Limitless. Bradley Cooper facing unemployment and his girlfriend's rejection. Writer Eddie Mora is sure that he has no future. That all changes when an old friend gives him a drug that produces enhanced mental activity. I'm just going to say activity. I don't know that word. Stoked on the untested chemical, Eddie rises to the top of the financial world and attracts the attention of a tycoon, played by De Niro, who intends to use him to make a fortune. But terrible side effects and a dwindling supply threaten to collapse Eddie's house of cards. And it's just 3D. If I remember right, it's like crazy 3D chess with De Niro's character and Bradley Cooper's. It's again, it's a unique movie. It's just, yeah, it's, I don't know. Maybe it's like that Ritalin or something. I've never tried it, but it's just probably the drugs, like probably like Ritalin on steroids or something. It's just, it's not going to be the same as Ritalin, because this on this movie, the drug just makes like it makes a person like so smart. It's unbelievable. But yeah, it's really good. All right, coming in at 232, The Boxer with Daniel Day-Lewis. Rising teen boxer and Belfast native Danny Flynn was in prison for 14 years after getting involved with the IRA. Newly freed from jail in his early 30s, Danny returns home and attempts to put his life back together. Reopening his neighborhood gym and reconnecting with his lost love, Maggie, now a single mother while her husband is in prison, Danny battles against his former IRA compadres, including the militant Harry. Wow, this is such a good movie. It's only a 7 IMDb. That's just ridiculous. It's so good. Okay, this movie, Swingers at 231. John Favreau plays a transplanted New Yorker attempting to acclimate to Los Angeles, struggling to both boost his comedy career and get over his last relationship. The self-proclaimed master of seduction, Mike's buddy Trent Walker, played by Vince Vaughn, tries to show him how to make connections and get the attention of women. And it's just like, and then the other friends, so there's four of them, and they go out in Los Angeles, and Vince Vaughn is so freaking funny. I can't even put it into words. I can't even put it into words how funny he is. If you, and this is such like a good movie on so many levels. If you put this in the top 100, I wouldn't even think twice. It's so good. I'm gonna add the movie Made as well with those same two actors. But yeah. Okay, coming in at number 230, Children of Men with Clive Owen. When infertility threatens mankind with extinction and the last child born has perished, a disillusioned bureaucrat becomes the unlikely champion in the fight for the survival of Earth's population. He must face down his own demons and protect the planet's last remaining hope from danger. Normally the movie descriptions are really good, but this description doesn't explain how there's like complete anarchy going on in the world at the time. So it's all this is happening in the middle of a lot of anarchy, and it's yeah, it's good. It's a really good movie. 7.9 IMDb. Okay. I'm just laughing. This is just crazy. 229 Planet of the Apes. Now I've seen the first four. I haven't seen the one that came out last year. I think it's crazy. I think it's what, 2001. I have a screenshot. Well, no, that's not a screenshot. 2001, 5.7 IMDb is all for that. Mark Wahlberg, Planet of the Apes, what I thought was so clever on the sci-fi involved with it. Yeah, it's I have to be careful about what I say without giving it away. The first one's so good. Wahlberg's spaceship crashes, okay, and then he leads a rebel group of humans and chimpanzees in search of his downed craft. Now that's the first one. Second one's probably even better. Third is really good, and then I guess towards the end of the third one and then the fourth one, it just gets a little old because now the apes are actually, I don't think I'm giving anything away. They're actually, sometimes they're acting smarter than the humans, and it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so, but the one that came out last year, it got really good ratings. I think I need to watch it, but yeah, I mean, it's really good stuff. I'm a fan of the Planet of the Apes. 228 Hacksaw Ridge, 8.1 IMDb. Who is that actor? Andrew Garfield. He annoys me at the beginning of the movie, but it's a really, really good war movie. True story of Private First Class Desmond T. Doss, who won the Congressional Medal of Honor despite refusing to bear arms during World War II on religious grounds. Be very careful about what else I say because I don't want to give the movie away. And the director was Mel Gibson. Wow, okay. I did not know that. Yeah, just Mel Gibson, he put together like the special effects is just incredible in that movie. Man, yeah, I don't want to give anything else away. It's really good, obviously. Somehow lost the clip from last night about 227 Mississippi Grind. Ryan Reynolds, convinced that his newfound friend Ryan Reynolds is a good luck charm, a gambling addict, Ben Mendelsohn takes the man on a road trip to a high stakes poker game in New Orleans. One of a kind type of movie. It's just a great movie about the gambling life. And 6.4 IMDb. Obviously, I think it should be a lot higher. It's a unique movie too. Very good. 226 Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler. 7.4 IMDb. A charismatic jeweler makes a high-stakes bet that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime. In a precarious high-wire act, he must balance business, family, and adversaries on all sides in pursuit of the ultimate win. What would my commentary be? Edge of your seat, exhilarating movie. Pretty much it. I mean, that's the type of movie it is, and that's the type of movie I like a lot of the time. Number 225, Pirates of Silicon Valley, with Noah Weil playing Steve Jobs and Anthony Michael Hall playing Bill Gates. Yeah, the accomplishments of visionary Steve Jobs and Bill Gates revolutionized the 20th century. Their competition is amazing. The acting is amazing, especially Anthony Michael Hall. I don't know what else to tell you. Literally one of the most underrated movies ever made. Pirates of Silicon Valley. 224, The Emperor's Club, only 6.9 IMDb. Kevin Kline stars as Arthur Hundred, a dedicated and inspiring classics professor who has devoted his life to teaching at a prep school for boys. New student Sedgwick Bell, the headstrong son of a powerful senator, joins his class and alters Mr. Hundred's life. It is a class of wills and personalities as these two people seemingly battle for the hearts and souls of the other students. So as I said, they're kind of battling, or they're definitely battling, but they have I gotta entice you to watch the movie a little bit. They have a reunion years later, and they continue to battle. Let's just put it like that. I mean, the movie is so good. It's just so underrated. But, yeah, definitely. Okay, 223 Downfall, about Hitler's downfall, you could say. When I read the description, I don't remember it being told from, like, his secretary's perspective, so that's kind of confusing me. I'm gonna have to go to AI on this one and why it's so good. Downfall is considered a powerful and impactful film due to its realistic portrayal of Hitler's final days, its exploration of human psychology within a totalitarian regime, and its unflinching look at the moral ambiguities of war. The film humanizes Hitler, not to excuse his actions, but to demonstrate how a flawed individual could wield such destructive influence, prompting viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about human nature and the dangers of unchecked power. Historical accuracy and immersion. The film is praised for its meticulous attention to historical detail, from the sets and costumes to the depiction of events and characters, creating a sense of authenticity. Provides a visceral experience of the fall of Berlin, in the chaotic atmosphere of the Führer bunker, allowing viewers to feel the desperation and despair of those last days. The film's pacing is often highlighted as engaging, even with its lengthy runtime, further drawing the audience into the narrative. Yeah, and the guy that they have playing Hitler is just like talking like Hitler, like in the German accent or the German language. It's an immersive film. It's a very good movie. All right. 222, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Do I really even need to read this to you? Yeah, I don't think so. If you haven't seen this movie, like, watch it. I mean, I would be very surprised. It's just a Christmas holiday movie, so it's just, yeah, I've got to include it as a top movie. Is this the best holiday movie? No, it's not. You're going to find out what I think is better. But also going to include A Christmas Story, obviously. But yeah, on to the next movie. 221, The Informant. 6.5 IMDb, which is just completely ludicrous. I got to be very careful about because even the first sentence, I'm giving stuff away about how the movie goes. Yeah, it's based on a true story with price fixing with the agricultural corporation Archer Daniels Midland. Matt Damon is unbelievable in the movie, and I'm just can't. It's one of the best comedies ever made. So yeah, I don't want to give anything away. It's just watch it. If you haven't seen The Informant, watch it. Number 220, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 8.7 IMDb. When Randall Patrick McMurphy, Jack Nicholson, gets transferred for evaluation from a prison farm to a mental institution, he assumes it will be a less restrictive environment. But the Martinet nurse, Ratched, runs the psychiatric ward with an iron fist, keeping her patients cowed through abuse, medication, and sessions of electroconvulsive therapy. The battle of wills between the rebellious McMurphy and the inflexible Ratched soon affects all the ward's patients. So iconic Jack Nicholson, and the movie gets more and more intense as the movie goes on, and more drama. And let me see something here. Yeah, it's what year was it? 1975. Just incredible. They still, I mean, obviously, some of the old movies are just absolutely incredible, but don't know what else to say. Okay, coming in at 219, Days of Thunder. It's only 6.1 IMDb. It's insanity. In the fast-paced world of NASCAR, a rivalry brews between rookie hot start Cole Trickle, Tom Cruise, and veteran racer Rowdy Burns, Michael Rooker. And when both of them are seriously injured in competition, the former bitter rivals become close friends, and I can't read any more of it. I'll give it away. Days of Thunder, I would say it's simple, but it's still amazing. Robert Duvall is so good in this movie with Tom Cruise and who's the other guy, Michael Rooker. Yeah, it's not a complicated movie, but it's a great movie. Next up, we have Picture of the Year, I believe. 218, Argo. On November 4th, 1979, militants stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, Iran, taking 66 Americans hostage. Amid the chaos, 6 Americans managed to slip away and find refuge with the Canadian ambassador. Knowing that it's just a matter of time before the refugees are found and likely executed, the U.S. government calls on extractor Tony Mendez, Ben Affleck, to rescue them. Can't tell you any more than that. Yeah, I can't tell you much more than that. 7.7 IMDb. Really good Picture of the Year type movie. Okay, 217, I believe. The Gentleman with McConaughey and Colin Farrell. Mickey Pearson is an American expatriate who became rich by building a highly profitable marijuana empire in London. When word gets out that he's looking to cash out of the business, it soon triggers an array of plots and schemes, including bribery and blackmail from shady characters who want to steal his domain. It's been a long time since I've seen The Gentleman. I don't remember it too well. I know everybody loves this movie. I think you could call it a cult classic. Let me know. I'm sure this is a good rating, but where it's at, but not 100% sure, to be honest with you. 216, La Bamba, Lou Diamond Phillips. Let me read it to you. Los Angeles teenager Richie Valens becomes an overnight rock and roll success in 1958 thanks to a love ballad called Donna that he wrote for his girlfriend, whose parents didn't want her to date a Latino boy. But as his star rises, Valens has conflicts with his jealous brother Bob and becomes haunted by a recurring nightmare of a plane crash just as he begins his first national tour alongside Buddy Holly. This is a classic movie that you just can't ignore. You know, if it's on TV, you're going to keep it on that channel. It's just speechless. It's such a good movie. Okay, number 215, Pirates of the Caribbean. I haven't seen any of these. Never, just at the time when they came out, just wasn't interested. They were Disney, they were PG-13. But I've been told that they're incredible movies. I mean, 8.1 IMDb. Everybody's heard about these. I don't even need to read. I'm the only one that hasn't watched any of these movies, probably. So I don't need to read to you what it's about. But just reading about the first one, it actually looks pretty interesting. So, yeah, I guess I need to watch these, you know? Let me know. Are these really, really good? Okay, 214, Enemy at the Gates. Two snipers are going head to head. A Russian sniper and a German sniper during World War II. And it's based on a true story. There's kind of a propaganda campaign that goes on as well. And don't want to give too much away. Probably one of the best war movies ever made. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm about to go through a lot of war movies ahead of it, but it's really good. Okay, 213, Glengarry Glen Ross. When an office full of New York City real estate salesmen is given the news that all but the top two will be fired at the end of the week, the atmosphere begins to heat up. So the acting, it's so good. Like Jack Lemmon, Ed Harris, Kevin Spacey, and then of course Al Pacino is just like ridiculous, man. Ridiculous about the sales industry with real estate. I mean, wow. 212, Contact. I'm just gonna read it to you. And then I'll kind of give you my thoughts because I'm kind of getting tired and I want to finish this batch. In this Zemeckis directed adaptation, I didn't know they took it from a Carl Sagan novel. Dr. Ellie Arroway, Jodie Foster, races to interpret a possible message originating from the Vega star system. Once first contact with an extraterrestrial intelligence is proven, Arroway contends with restrictive National Security Advisor Kitts, James Woods, and religious fanatics bent on containing the implications of such an event. An incredible message is found hidden in the signal, but will Arroway be the one to answer its call? This isn't going to sound fair, but I think Contact is kind of a poor man's Interstellar. But the thing is, it probably does some things better than Interstellar. It's kind of a more, believe it or not, it may not seem like it, but I think it might be a little more complicated of a movie than Interstellar. Interstellar is just a smoother movie, and I'm not really a fan of the ending of Contact compared to Interstellar, but Contact is still like an amazing movie, no question. I need to add a couple movies. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It has a good IMDb rating, but I don't like the movie. But I'll add it. I'll maybe eventually I could tell you why. But another one I need to add is Fire in the Sky, and I want to watch it, but they say that it's got such a terrifying part in the movie on the alien abduction of Fire in the Sky that I kind of don't really want to watch that. But then a third movie, just thinking about, I need to add kind of a newer movie that's not bad. It's called Under the Skin, about alien abduction. I got to add those three movies as well. Okay, I think we are at 211 Memento, 8.4 IMDb. Obviously, incredible movie. Guy Pearce is tracking down the man who raped and murdered his wife. The difficulty, however, of locating his wife's killer is compounded by the fact that he suffers from a rare, untreatable form of memory loss. Although he can recall details of life before his accident, Leonard cannot remember what happened 15 minutes ago, where he's going, or why. So I remember watching Memento when it first came out, and he has to use sticky notes, and he even makes tattoos, and it's so good. I'm just reading about trying to remember. It leaves, like when you're done watching it, you basically have 3 to 4 possibilities on the ending of the movie. It's kind of open ended. It's just phenomenal, obviously. Coming in at 210, we have Mission Impossible. I binged watched the first 6 of them a few years ago, so it's kind of hard to remember them individually. It looks like number 1, 4, 5, and 6 are pretty highly rated. 7 and 8, I'm sure they are. I haven't seen them. Good action movies. Tom Cruise does a lot of his own stunts. If I had a complaint, it would be Tom Cruise. There was one of the movies where he's like in the sand at the beach, and he throws a punch and it just doesn't even look realistic. Like it would have landed like way late. So I think they try to have him kick, because I think sometimes his punches don't look realistic. And then it's not like he's snapping his kicks like Van Damme or Wesley Snipes. So, and then on the spot, they can create the face of anybody they want with that technology. And it's cool to do it once or twice, but they keep going to that over and over. And, so yeah, I don't know, not a huge fan of it. It is pretty cool, but long story short, the Mission Impossible movies, they're just worth watching. They are really, really good, and that's why I have it rated so high. Okay, number 209, American Beauty. Actually just watched this a couple years ago. 8.3 IMDb. A telesales operative becomes disillusioned with his existence and begins to hunger for fresh excitement in his life. As he experiences a new awakening of the senses, his wife and daughter also undergo changes that seriously affect their family. Critically acclaimed, this film won Oscars for Best Screenplay, Best Director, Best Actor, and Best Film. Kind of hard to explain, so I'm just going to read from the internet on some stuff about it. It explores themes of suburban life, midlife crisis, and the search for beauty and meaning in a seemingly ordinary world. The story centers on Lester Burnham, a middle-aged man undergoing an existential crisis and his infatuation with his teenage daughter's friend, Angela. The film critiques the superficiality and repression often found in suburban life, while also highlighting the beauty and potential for joy in the mundane. Yeah, it's an existential movie. I mean, it's just... but obviously, as I read to you, the acting's very good, and it's the writing's very good, and it's just... Yeah, it's... I got to be careful. I don't want to give anything away. Just watch it. I'm sure a lot of people have already seen it. Next up, we have number 208, Borat. 7.4 IMDb comedy. Um, Borat, cultural learnings of America for make benefit glorious nation of Kazakhstan. Outrageous situations occur when Borat, a popular reporter from Kazakhstan, comes to the United States to film a documentary on what makes America a great nation. Along the way, he manages to offend just about everyone he meets, falls in love with actress Pamela Anderson, and set forth on a cross-country journey to make her his wife. Borat is just so over the top, funny type of comedy. What else to tell you? I haven't seen the second one. I need to watch that. But Borat, it's outrageous stuff, man. I mean, it's lewd. It's kind of a lewd movie, so kind of like Freddy Got Fingered. But if you don't like that kind of stuff, don't watch it. And I'm also going to make a note to include The Dictator. The Dictator's pretty dang good. Same actor, main actor, Sacha Baron Cohen. But yeah. Okay, this is going to be number 207, The Avengers. And this is all the Marvel movies. And this is just the whole shebang, if you will. Where to start? This is going to be a little bit of a spoiler. You might want to skip ahead a few minutes because, yeah, I don't know who has not seen the Avengers at this point. So I'm just going to kind of explain why I don't have it higher. They're great movies. I really like the Avengers movies. But my problem is just the casting of the actors that play the characters. Robert Downey Jr. just being smug all the time as Iron Man. He's kind of like that in real life and just in different movies. And then Captain America, he's such a kind of a nerd. And then Thor is trying to be funny. Iron Man's trying to be funny. And it's like, it's just not believable that these are the superheroes. And then I like as you go through the movies, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and so many others, like Guardians of the Galaxy. What else am I forgetting? What else? Ant-Man and Wasp is okay. I like it as they add the different superheroes because the main three, I just don't feel like their chemistry's great. Another thing is with Thanos. I mean, it's okay. I mean, what a basic philosophy. You know, they're suffering and, okay, he's going to take out 50% of the people. And it's like, it's just too simple. It's not well thought out enough. So I don't like the chemistry. I don't like the whole plot with Thanos. They're joking all the time. A lot of the time when they shouldn't be. And then X-Men is going to be higher because X-Men is like more compelling, like the characters and the story. So Avengers just kind of comes across more as a kids movie. X-Men, I think it's not quite as much of a kids movie. And I'll get into X-Men a little later, but the Avengers, it's unbelievable. But at the end of the day, it's a kids movie in my opinion for the most part. Now, did I forget? What else did I forget? Yeah, the Spider-Man movies, I've seen some of those. Let me look back here. What else am I forgetting? Yeah, I really like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, as you might imagine with the sci-fi. Hulk is good. I told you I haven't seen the newest Thor. So, I'm not a huge fan of that actor who plays Thor. Although he was good in at least one movie I can think of. Really good. What else? Yeah, so they probably made more that I haven't seen, but haven't seen Deadpool yet. Need to watch that. What else? Need to see the Venom movie. So, yeah, but there's other ones. My arm a little bit there. There's other movies, non-Marvel, that I want to watch first. So this movie, I really want to rewatch this movie soon. 206 Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts. New York City cabbie Jerry Fletcher. Gibson is an expert on paranoid conspiracy theories. He is also infatuated with government lawyer Alice Sutton, who permits his attention because he once rescued her from a mugging. However, when Jerry is captured and put through psychotic tests by Dr. Jonas, Patrick Stewart, he realizes there is an actual conspiracy. After escaping, Jerry enlists Alice's help, but she wonders whether he has uncovered a real threat or is just insane. 6.7 IMDb is just beyond ridiculous. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, but this movie is incredible. Like, I can't say anything more about it. I don't want to give anything away, but I need to rewatch this for sure. It's my type of movie. Okay, coming in at 205, Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal, 2013 thriller mystery. 6.9 IMDb is completely laughable. After learning about his doppelganger, a mild-mannered college professor investigates the life of the look-alike actor and delves into the man's private affairs. I don't want to tell you, really. This is one where I can't hardly say anything. What can I tell you? Man, yeah, speechless. It's such a good movie. So good. I don't want to tell you anything else. Just watch the movie if you can. Coming in at 204, Glory, war movie with Denzel, Morgan Freeman, Matthew Broderick. Following the Battle of Antietam, Colonel Robert Gouldshaw Broderick is offered command of the United States' first all-African American regiment, the 54th Massachusetts Volunteer Infantry. With junior officer Cabot Forbes, Shaw puts together a strong and proud unit, including the escaped slave Tripp, Denzel, and the wise gravedigger John Rawlins, Morgan Freeman. At first limited to manual tasks, the regiment fights to be placed in the heat of battle. Oh man, so good, this movie. I haven't seen it in a while. Top war movie. Don't know if it's top 10, but it's close. By the way, Glory is a movie about the Civil War. Somewhat obvious, but not totally, from what I said. Number 203, Die Hard. Don't really need to read the notes. I've seen the first 4. First one's okay, but the action, I know people love the first one, but the action, I want action in a certain way. And, he's just in the building, moving around everywhere. I mean, it's pretty cool, but the second and third one are like really, really good. I mean, I have Die Hard a little bit over Mission Impossible because I think Bruce Willis does a better job of playing. He's more believable that he's that guy. He was kind of born to play that role in Die Hard. I mean, he's so good in the Die Hard movies, just acting. He's an underrated actor. Tom Cruise can do stunts. It's not about Mission Impossible again, my bad. But Mission Impossible has more quality movies, obviously, because Die Hard 2 and 3, I haven't seen the 5th. It didn't get good ratings. Die Hard has like 2 phenomenal movies and 1 pretty good movie. Mission Impossible is just going to have a bigger batch of movies. But, Die Hard, a couple of those are incredible. Okay, 202, Lean on Me, Morgan Freeman, 7.4 IMDb. In this fact-based film, a New Jersey superintendent, Dr. Frank Napier, watches helplessly as East Side High becomes the lowest-ranked school in the state. With nowhere else to turn, Dr. Napier enlists maverick ex-teacher Joe Clark, Morgan Freeman, to take over as principal of the declining school. Unfortunately for Clark, before he can focus on improving the student body state exam scores, he has to somehow rid the school of its gang and narcotics problems. Morgan Freeman is so good in this movie as principal, you actually feel like you're watching a documentary about, like, a troubled high school. It's and it's such an inspirational movie. It's I don't think anybody in the world would say this is a bad movie. 201, an unbelievable suspense movie. Um, Buried with Ryan Reynolds. It's a 7 IMDb. A civilian truck driver in Iraq, Paul Conroy, falls victim to a band of insurgents. An unknown length of time later, Paul awakes in a coffin with little more than a lighter, a cell phone, and his ever-growing anxiety. Faced with a dwindling oxygen supply and a dying battery, Paul must fight panic, despair, and delirium as he awaits a rescue that might not arrive in time. It is edge of your seat, suspense. It's phenomenal. Such a good movie. Okay, that wraps up session 10. We're about to get to the business end of this list, top 200. Hopefully today I can get in at least 50, maybe even 100. Probably more likely 50 more. But it's been fun. It's been a battle, but it's been fun. And thank you for watching. Okay, a couple notes real quick here. I missed out a couple things. With number 207, The Avengers, I added Galaxy Quest with Tim Allen. I haven't seen it. It's 7.6 IMDb. Let me know, is it pretty good? And then I added at the end of the movie Glory a picture of Gettysburg. 4.5 hour, 7.6 IMDb. Yeah, pretty long movie, but I just wanted to add those two notes. Thanks.